Welcome everybody to the podcast. I'm Jack Marks for Wall Street Reporter, and today I have with me Alen Paul Silverrstieen of Imagination Park Technologies. The stock symbol is IP on the CSE and IPNFF over the counter. And Alen, welcome.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you taking the time to chat and introduce our company to your audience. Thank you so much.
It's great to have you here, and of course, next week, with the point of today's podcast is really to introduce you for your presentation next week at Wall Street Reporter's next Superstock Conference, where you're going to be presenting on February 12th. You're going to be the featured presenter, and that's where you're really going to go into some details. And today's interview is really kind of like a sneak peek. It's the coming attractions.
Got it. So I understand. We want to give people an understanding. When a lot of people hear AR, everyone has a different perception of it. AR being augmented reality. People beginning to understand the difference between augmented reality and virtual reality. And we've taken a unique approach. I've been here for about 3 years, and we reset the company up to focus as a pure AR tech company. We're pure play tech. We don't have any other businesses. We don't have any other income streams that are from other related businesses, whether it be other software, other products, e-commerce, anything. We are truly probably the only AR tech company pure played out there, and we're known as AR as a service. So it's good to give this little intro, give a little background, give an opportunity for the people hopefully who attend to look at our website, see the cool things we've done with some of the sports teams, some of the retailers. So by next week, they'll get a really great understanding how augmented reality has, according to Tim Cook, even 2 weeks ago at a big conference, said it is the next big thing.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you it's very, you have excellent timing. I think, one of the things that investors are going to find very compelling is, we've had some, huge winners come out of this next Superstock Conference series. Just in the last 2 months, two of the stocks are up 250, 350%. So we've been able to really find companies that are at the ground level that have a lot of, upside potential right at that inflection point. And in particular, we have obviously an AR stock in the last 2 months that went from 50 cents when they first presented at the next Superstock to a recent high of $2.54 U.S. I know you're in Canada, but you were talking about the U.S. numbers here.
Right.
So it's definitely the AR space is getting a lot of interest. So I know our audience, people who've made money in the space, they want to know what you have going on. So with that being said, Alen, exactly what does Imagination Park do?
Absolutely. Thank you again for this opportunity, and we're honored to be part of your next big company in next week's presentation as well. Thank you for that. When you look at augmented reality, everyone remembers back when Pokemon Go was big. 2016, everyone was running around with their phones, and that became the tipping point. When you really look at the history of specific industries and opportunities, it always goes to a tipping point. Augmented reality was Pokemon Go. It's done $3 billion to date, which is an enormous amount of money. But what it did is justify the market to everyone out there. It realized all of a sudden the tech companies, Microsoft, Apple, Google, Facebook, Snapchat, they're all jumping into AR now in a very big way. We've been at AR for 3 years, kind of ahead of the curve, and built a full AR platform, a pure play AR platform that is similar to like software as a service, known as AR as a service. We actually are also an authorized Microsoft co-sell partner, which is not a simple thing to do, where we got sponsored with Microsoft, we work with them, and they are currently actively marketing our AR solution to their enterprise clients throughout North America, which is pretty exciting for us to be this micro-cap company yet working with them. Recently, there was an article about us in front office sports. We spent a lot of time in sports, as a matter of fact.
That's the sports, what I say, that's like your big thing, right?
That is absolutely an area that's exciting and fun. We ended up in it. We've done we just recently won the Cincinnati Reds AAA team. We had the Detroit Tigers minor league team. We did some indoor football leagues. We were selected by the Basketball Hall of Fame. They're doing a big program with the U.S. Mint, the Treasury, to introduce our coins. So they made our program our mobile AR. And that's the key difference, too. We're a mobile solution. We work on mobile phones anywhere in the world. And recently, we got selected by the Sacramento Kings, our first NBA team, who really look at us as their partner. When we came out with the announcement, they actually made the release say, we're your partner because we're going to work with you for a long time and bring you to another area. So we are a mobile AR solution focused on the phone and the handset. And as you know, Jack, when you walk around anywhere in the world, people are living with their phones, they're eating with their phones, they're always with their phones. So what better way to engage and activate people but on their phones? And that's what we focus on.
And so we're going to have on the interview page on our site on wallstreetreporter.com, people can actually, we're going to have a little demo. They can use their phone to get a demo of your thing for the Sacramento Kings. So anybody watching this video, just click that thing there. And of course, make sure to register for the Alan's presentation next week, next Superstar.
Absolutely. And that'll give you an idea. You download Imagine AR. It's an app in both the iOS and the Android store. And the ability to use a mobile phone and point at a logo, a picture, a sign, any kind of image, and activate AR. A lot of your people are familiar with Snapchat, Snap, who's been out there. You can look at their stock. They've been growing enormously using AR, where it's the selfies, right? The millennials, the young people taking the phone, pointing at themselves with the phone, and then seeing themselves with rabbit ears or other kind of fun animation, sharing social media. That's where AR is going, but we take it the next level and integrate call to actions. Imagine pointing the phone at, for example, a billboard or a sign or your business card, and up comes a little video, picture yourself, and by the way, it delivers a coupon, it delivers an info card. It becomes a new way to engage people on their phone, and that's really where the world is going at this point. And that's why you see companies going into it. When we worked, set the deal with the Kings, they actually were talking to quite a number of companies, and we closed that deal because they saw the way not only we mobily have the ability with mobile to integrate with their app, what's called an SDK. So when you look at the app world, just think of that, Jack, right? There's 1 billion apps in mobile app stores, 1 billion. We have an SDK toolkit to plug our entire AR platform, which has a number of patents pending in it, and plug it right into an existing mobile app so people could use their app but integrate our mobile capability. So what you did on that page, if people download Imagine AR and point your phone while you're doing it, it's the menu choice is Scan AR. You'll see it come to life right in front of your eyes.
So what are some of the applications that you do for the different sports teams? Like why are they turning to you? Like what's the benefit? What's kind of the cost benefit of of using your service?
Well, it's all about engagement and activation. When you look at sports, and sports is one area. We also do live events. We were just selected by Motor Trends magazine and the Greater Milwaukee Auto Show. It's this month, starting in a week, where they get 375,000 people attending. And we create something similar to the AR scavenger hunt on a phone, where they want people to go around and visit different booths. So they spread out a scavenger hunt for prizes where people who attend have our app and they can go around and scan different logos, whether it's car manufacturers like Mercedes, Toyota, Subaru, come up with a cool AR activation. In their case, they want to do futuristic cars, 3D cars. You can walk around, you can look into them, take pictures with them. And they have a scoreboard built in, and whoever completes it by certain times, they'll enter in a drawing to win prizes. It's about activating, engaging, but capturing data too. Because when you enter those kind of things, the scavenger hunts and these activations, they're capturing your email address, and teams and events, retailers, they want to build an audience. They want to build a community. They want to get people excited to come there. Amazon has really impacted retail significantly. Malls, retailers, brick and mortar, having a tough time to get people come in. How many people are used to Amazon, Echo, Alexa, hit a key, it comes. Well, what if I have a store that I can do a scavenger hunt, say an Easter egg hunt, sitting at a store using my phone, and as I go around, I get coupons, I get little commercials from vendors. It's an engagement, it's experiential. It's a way to engage people through their phones, capture the data, and truly measure what the ROI is of the campaign. And that's why, even like I said, Tim Cook, Zuckerberg of Facebook, AR, mobile is certainly going to be the next big thing.
No, it's very interesting. So really, essentially, it's you're giving in terms of for retailers, or I know like even in the sports business, I think like some areas of sports are kind of struggling with with engagement. So I essentially the hot buttons I think that you mentioned that marketers are concerned now is this engagement, engaging people, and these experiential experiential experiences. Is that a double?
Exactly.
Everybody's talking about experiential now.
Right, that's a tough word sometimes.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of syllables to it, but it's all about engaging in entertainment. Make it a destination environment. Yeah. People spend all their times on computers and phones, but how can I take that phone and take it to the next level? We built a platform over the last 3 years. We've got a number of patents in our portfolio, which we feel are very strong in the world of AR. So as AR grows, there was a group, Kenneth Research, recently announced the global AR market, Jack, is supposed to reach 149 billion with a B in 2025. That's an annual growth rate of 56%. So when you look at something like that, and all the big tech companies are coming, you want to look at companies that are there, ahead of the game and going, and we're there. We have it, we're commercialized, we have products out marketing, we're announcing, and it's going to be a very exciting 2020. We're seeing a difference with our phone ringing inbound from names and companies and brands everyone will be familiar with. Everyone in that world, in the world of business, sports, live events, they want to engage, activate through the phone, and we are one platform that could do it.
No, it's very, very interesting. I mean, they really, especially retailers, sportsmen, they need to get people in there, into those physical locations. So,
right, and
so you're the solution, right?
And when you said sports, we've spoken to, and we have closed a number of the sports teams. What's interesting is people go there, they take an Instagram or Facebook, quick picture, say I'm there, and then they leave. They don't pay attention to the game. They look at their phone the whole time. They're not engaged. And what sports teams and venues, events want people to enjoy the community, walk around, see what's around. They have Hall of Fames. They have merchandise for sale. They want a call to action, leveraging the mobile phone, which people have in their hands already, giving these exciting things. For example, the Pelican G League, NBA G League team, the Erie Bayhawks we work with, they actually got a sponsor to pay to do an AR program, and they have an area fan zone. And what you do is you come with your phone with our app, you point at the logo of the sponsor, and up comes a full-size, in-uniform player as if he's standing next to you. So the person can stand next to it like they're standing next to the real player, take pictures, and share it in social media. Fans love it. It's exciting. We look forward to doing this with lots of other sports teams this year.
And so I'm sure you have different applications. So your app essentially can be used as a marketing tool to basically sell stuff at these places. So it drives sales. Okay.
Exactly. That's the end of the day. AR is entertainment, but if you don't have a call to action that drives revenue, you're missing a key point. So we built this entire platform that gives you the AR activation, and we're cloud-based. And what does that mean to a user? That means our clients, without a programmer, without technical assistance, at an extraordinary economic value, can change the content of their AR experience in a minute, in an hour, in a day, whenever they want, without a programmer. No technical knowledge is needed. If your users want to try and drop a dancing Elvis or a dinosaur at their house's office today, they can go to our self-serve website right now, imaginear.com, and learn about AR. Or go to our client page on imaginationpark.com, our website, and you'll see all the fun things we've done with AR with people across the North America.
Okay. And Al, what's the walk us through the business model? How big is the market opportunity that you're addressing?
Absolutely. So again, when you look at the forecast, it's enormous. The 149 billion from Kenneth Research, Goldman Sachs had it 100 billion. What we focus on is you want to focus on key areas and become the leaders in that. Sports is one. I've always enjoyed my previous business. I think we discussed. I was one of the founders of the prepaid phone card industry years ago, and we focused on sports back then. Right. And our company grew from 0 to 20 million and IPO'd on NASDAQ back then. So sports is a driver. It's exciting. It's someplace we enjoy. So when you look at the sports advertising and branding, it's multi-billions. And AR is going to have a place for sponsorship, fan engagement, and promotion. Retail is another big area we're focused on, is get that experience, the destination to do it. Live events is the other area we really have been focusing on, similar to, we did an AT&T event last year where they did their own scavenger hunt, and they had 10,000 people in 2 days, and they were very specific. They actually sent us, they did it to Warner Brothers a lot, Jack. They sent us the blueprint of Warner Brothers and say, at this GPS spot, we want to put a dinosaur. Over here on this side, they were so exact. And our platform, with our support team, 2,000 miles away, set up that entire scavenger hunt in 2 hours, and it was up and running live for 10,000 people the following day. That's how advanced our platform is. We're the only vendor in the world who could do it. truly creating these kind of values, and they capture the email addresses, they market, and that's the value, right? Is engaging people, capturing and building those relationships, and that's what we're focused on, primarily in the United States market, and really focus in those areas.
Okay, perfect. And we'll cover more of that, next week. We'll dive deep into the model and all that.
Yeah.
Now, Al, tell our audience a little bit about your background. I mean, you mentioned the previous public company that you started and launched on NASDAQ. Tell us about your background, some of the key members of the Imagination Park team.
Well, Imagination Park started as a creative company. Actually, I got called up to come run it when I was living in India. Jack, as I told you, I lived in India for 4 years. I ran a couple of companies there, a recruitment automation software company that actually got named as HR Company of the Year in one of the magazines. Also ran a post-production Hollywood shop. We did about 50, 60 movies. And that's all the 2D to 3D and cleanup for movies like Jurassic World and Pirates of the Caribbean. So I've always been in the entrepreneurial world. When you look at the Imagination team, we've got a great tech group. They're headquartered and they work out of Canada. We also have our chairman of the board, Sheldon Intwash, phenomenal supporter, largest shareholder. He's very involved in the company, very hands-on. A lot of people seem to know him up in Canada too as well. Very committed to making it. And we set up Erie as our headquarters, which is pretty unique. I'm a New York guy, but commuting to Toronto and getting to it is difficult. LaGuardia Airport, I don't know if you know, Jack, has become, the wandering mess of 6 hours to get even into the terminal. Forget getting to the airplane. So I actually moved over to Erie, PA, on the lake, and we have a headquarters here. And Erie's a great little city. You've got 5 colleges. You got a Penn State campus here. So we have access to nice young talent that's here. They want to do cool things like AR and 3D, gives access to Toronto, but also gives the ability to work with the city in a nice way, help build employment, right, and really support all our clients throughout the United States and Canada.
It's probably lower cost than Toronto now.
Oh, for sure, for sure. But you still got that talent base, and that's what's exciting.
That area actually has a lot of good talent. So, Alan, let's kind of wrap up. I think one of the key things that investors are interested in at the end of the day is they want to make money. So, in your opinion, what are the key value drivers that investors should take into consideration when looking at Imagination Park?
Absolutely. So first you look at a technology platform right now that's up, commercialized, and we're winning accounts. You look at our press releases, you look at the news flow. We are extraordinarily optimistic for the news flow as we get into 2020. The phones are ringing. We closed the Sacramento Kings, which is a big hit in sports. We're doing the auto show with Motor Trends. We're seeing a tremendous interest in AR. We are up in commercializing. You're looking at a company to invest that has the technology. Number 2, we're a Microsoft co-sell partner. Microsoft went through our architecture, went through our platform, and we are currently the only augmented reality mobile solution that Microsoft offers out to their clients, and we're actually in their cloud solution partner program where they bring us to their clients. We have a patent portfolio, a unique patent portfolio, really targeting some of the key areas of AR and gaming, and it's got a lot of legs behind it, and we feel that's a key area of value. When you look at those pieces and look at the way the market is going in the high growth, we're poised to really involve ourselves. We have this SDK that's coming out with the Kings. We work with Apple, we work with Google, their mobile stores. You're looking at someone ready to go and of great interest in the world of AR, probably to a lot of companies. And we plan on growing this aggressively in 2020 and beyond. And exciting recently as we started getting more and more press releases, I think you noticed, Jack, that our stock also has started to get a little bit more attention and grow quite a bit even in the last few weeks.
Absolutely. Excellent. So on that note, I want to invite anybody watching this video to sign up. There's going to probably be a link below here for the next Super Stock live stream next week. Alan is going to be presenting. I think Alan, we're also going to have Sheldon probably joining you for a little bit.
Also the correct.
Who's got a huge reputation in the Canadian financial community. So that's going to be very exciting. So it's going to be February 12th. It's going to be 12:30 Eastern time. You can sign up. There's no charge, and make sure to ask great questions. It's very usually our presentation. These presentations are very engaging. There's a lot of Q&A, so everybody is invited. Alen, we'll see you next week.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. And everyone, download Imagine AR and join on that landing page that was set up by Wall Street Reporter. See what AR is about. See our client page. We'll have some fun things for you to see and enjoy as well next week. Thank you again, Jack. Take care.
Thank you, Alen.